Hello everybody, and welcome back to another exciting episode of watching other people's videos. Last time we've watched episode 4 of Roxas1359's playthrough of Crush Twinsanity, which he titled Tikimon Digivolve 2, and this is play on words to a giant dead stone tiki idol. Now, before we start, let me just address something here. That, while the, I have good news and some apparently bad news. The bad news is a bit apparent, but still. The good news is that from what I've shortly seen, it seems like the frame rate, even in the half of the video, is remaining fairly consistent. Actually, it remains pretty consistent and stable, and doesn't seem to fluctuate uncontrollably. That's the good news. The bad news is my audio apparently sounded really how do I say it? Hard to understand. I'll just put it that way. It's not, at least for me, it is. I mean, I can listen to my own audio. I could listen to my own audio, but while recording, but it sounds much different when you're hearing it by yourself. It really does sound much different. But this time, I'm actually using something that I've actually had ever since I first got the Elgatos. My first two Elgatos being the Elgato HD60. Actually, also, I looked up Insanity. That was just for a joke. But anyway, I've looked up, I already have this. When I got these two things, when I first got these two things, I was also asking for the chat link. This chat link, because I basically just wanted all of the accessories. What I didn't get was this. I originally wanted it, but it wasn't available. Well, it somewhat was available, but was cancelled due to, apparently it was reported to have problems. So I was not able to get that microphone. Nonetheless, was able to get this. Nonetheless, so I basically got the Blue Yeti USB microphone instead. Anyway, with that said, what wasn't cancelled besides the Elgatos was this, the Elgato Party Chat adapter for Xbox One and PlayStation 4. What I got was basically the chat link that says capture all PS4 audio. But it would do the same thing for the Xbox One. I don't have either systems. The reason I never initially used it was because this was something I was kind of saving for the PS4, but since my audio could do better, I decided to use it, see how it looks. So as it works with as you can pretty much see on the thing, it also shows on the packaging. It's on the packaging. It says for the HD60, HD60S, or HD60 Pro. That's what it works for. HD6. Huh? Huh. Did it change? It's on its own packaging. It says HD60, HD60S, or HD60 Pro. That's strange, but that's not the point of this. Basically, it is an Elgato product, and in the input side of the Elgato, besides the HDMI port and the what is it? Let me see. It's a USB 3. I know it's a USB 3. Oh yeah, a Type-C connection. I knew it was a USB 3.0. I was thinking, yeah, Type-C connection. In fact, I was looking for something else. Yeah, Type-C connection. The fail thing was I was looking. I was trying to look for something in the in a certain description. Anyway, it's unimportant. Anyway, Type-C connection. That's what I was thinking of it, and that's on the input side. Like, not there. There. I know this is a rather awkward way to show it. Well, somewhat awkward, but hey, it's a better way than nothing. Anyway, the only Elgato I don't have is the HD60 Pro for I don't have a desktop. Basically. This is for a desktop, as I can easily tell. It has everything, but still, I went with the next best thing, essentially. So anyway, getting on to my point, I am using the party chat thing as a way, as a hopes of my audio sounding a bit better. Hopefully, because it's an Elgato product working, that's basically made for the Elgato capture card. Although it says on the packaging HD60, HD60S, or HD60 Pro, and here, let me get back to that. Strange that it says HD60, HD60 Pro. I got a good one. HD60, HD60 Pro. It doesn't say HD60S on the here, yeah, it says it on the packaging. HD60S. Huh. Doesn't say anywhere else. Not on the... Doesn't say on the in-stock area, and anywhere lower. This is basically the comments. Yeah, so, yeah. So, with that said, let me get... Oh, I do. Oh, yeah, I also have this pop filter. This one right here. I believe. No. Yeah, it's this pop filter. Elgato Cam Link. Maybe some other time. But with that, I don't know. But with that said, yeah. So with that said, let's get into the. So with that said, hopefully my audio sounds better as it's going directly through the as it goes through directly through the. Well, how it looks. Oh boy. I'm going back to this in style. Anyway, as you can see in these two things, this part is connected right into my microphone itself. This part is connected to the part on my earbud, and this part is connected to, well, my Elgato. Let's see here. Yeah, and as you can imagine, also my USB microphone is inside the computer as well, the USB 3 thing. Also, another thing I should mention, this is rather awkward, is that when I used the HD60 on my computer, I was taking into account that it was a USB 2.0 and the HD60S is a USB 3.0. The USB 3.0 works better with my computer because it has USB 3.0 ports, whereas I tried the HD60 once with the USB 2.0. Oh boy, it was laggy galore. Of course, because it was not in the proper ports. Just as we mentioned. But I'm done mentioning that. I'm just letting you up on know. Basically, back to this. This in the microphone. This in the earbud. Wait. No. Oh, wait. Blah, 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 blah. Sorry. This in the earbud. This is in the microphone. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Sorry. I'm silly. I'm just... Sorry, it's just that this doesn't look super straightforward. Sorry, I was getting blah blah blah. This, I got this right, but this goes into the microphone. This goes into my Elgato. So with that said, and enough, enough with this. And let's just go. The check bounced.
Hello everyone, this is Roxas 135.
Hopefully this sounds better. Anyway.
And welcome back to Let's Play Crash Twinsanity. Last time, we finished up Insanity IO, fighting Tikimon, and finding out that the vice versa reversa device the evil twins have has been activated. What's it gonna do? It's gonna suck out all the quote-unquote goodness in this dimension and leave behind nothing but ruin. Hey, sounds like what the Heartless do. In this part, we're gonna be going to Ice Climb.
Sounds like what?
Heartless do. And sounds like what the Heartless do.
What the Heartless do.
Part, we're gonna be going to
what the Heartless do, not what the Heartless dude, but I know that's not what you said. Those subtitles, they don't get it exactly right unless you really make sure so. Believe me, I've seen some videos where the subtitles are actually perfect.
Ice Climb, but what we're going to be doing is, I'm going to be restoring the original track that was supposed to be...
At least these sorts of subtitles.
...playing for Ice Climb, which is known as... I actually don't know the name of it. Well, this is awkward in my case. Yes, this track right here, for many people, they believe that it is for, the other complement line, which is...
Sorry, I was trying to remember something.
...known... ...restoring time, but what we're going to be doing is, I'm going to be restoring the original track that was supposed to be playing for Ice Climb, which is known...
Track?
...supposed to be playing... ...original track that was supposed to be playing for Ice Climb.
Oh, track that. Sounded plural there for a moment.
Which is known...
Unless you meant to be plural.
...as... I actually don't know the name of it. Well, this is awkward in my case. Yes, this track right here, for many people, they believe that it is for, the other complimentary stage that was cut for this game that is supposed to be of Ice Climb, which is known as Lava Caves. However, according to the member of Spiral Mountain, Rebecca, known as Lava Caves. However, according to the member of Spiral Mountain, Rebecca, I can never pronounce that last name, the one I mentioned for Native Chase, she said that they never made one for Lava Climb, and Lava Climb was cut relatively early. So as a result, this track was supposed to originally play for the Ice Climb, but was cut for some reason, and instead, the actual base game itself has it that it plays the Iceberg Lab again. I couldn't...
Death count 16. Bats! What's next? Batman? Or should I say, who's next? Batman?
See that stupid bats. I hate these bats that are inside this cave because they're rather annoying. They look a lot like keys too, and originally we were actually supposed to be seeing these bats within the other areas of the game, such as...
They do kind of look like keys, actually.
In Cavern Catastrophe, there were supposed to be originally bats inside there, but they were cut out from the final game. They were in the beta footage of it that was seen, which I do have a beta demo of the game that I'm going to be showing off in a bonus part to show off some of the changes. But watch out for the penguins. Well, that penguin's kind of glitched out forever, so that's a poor thing. Anyway, the first gem we grabbed, despite looking clear, it was the blue one. The ice around here makes it look like it's...
It kind of looked blue to me.
Here. Now, let's keep going through. I apologize if I sound a little bit louder. I have the actual track...
Let me see. It looks blue to me.
That was seen.
It's a different shade of blue.
Clear. It looks like it's clear. Now, let's keep going through. I apologize if I sound a little bit louder. I have the actual track playing through my headset right now. Don't worry, you won't be hearing it. The reason why I'm doing that is because otherwise I'd be playing this stage without music. And I'm the type of person that loves to hear music within games, and when I don't, unless it's...
Well, I like to hear the sound within games. So, I like to hear music too, but I like to hear the sound in general as well. A reference to my thing right now. I've referenced it enough, actually.
Something for an atmosphere, I can't do it. I'm one of those people that needs music in his games, and that's why
I need music too.
I'm grateful that this game has a sound option so that I don't have to do too much editing, but still. And
yeah, we can't get everything we ask for.
There we go. Got that. Now, right here, do not spin that bottom crate because
Woo!
green gem right here. Yep, makes you think that you're going to do that. Oh, look, a penguin.
At least for a moment until you look up.
Oh, look. Did he T-stance?
He's glitched, apparently.
Nope, he's just stuck. He's stuck there forever, penguin. Your sacrifice will be in vain. Right, so let's just continue climbing up, shall we?
Alright.
Again, I wish I had a darker shadow when going on platforms. But go over here, and we have our purple gem. And we're just about out of the solo part of the ice climb section, where we're going to get to a pretty funny section that I'm going to restore the iceberg lab music for, because I think it's only appropriate for that one. Going up. There aren't any more gems inside the cave, so you don't need to worry. The rest of the gems are going to be in the rest of the level. That's...
Ooh!
No! Yeah.
Does that count as... I think that you missed that death there.
If you're too high up, then you instantly get killed. Ha! That's what you get.
Did someone point that out? Edit when you get back.
No!
Yeah, you forgot that. Deaths will be off by 1 in the next episode. Then I'll update everything for Friday's episode. Nice touch on music. On the music. Okay then.
Yeah, if you're too high up, then you instantly get killed. Ha! That's what you get. No mercy for penguins.
Did you get hurt there?
Yes. Ha! Ha!
Oh, it just looked like it for a second.
That's what you get. No mercy for penguins.
Aw.
And if somehow my old friend Isaac is watching this, I want to follow this. He really likes penguins. Alright, let us continue on. Isaac is watching this, I want to follow this. He really likes penguins.
Penguins!
Alright, let us continue onward. And... that poor penguin! His sacrifice was in vain! He probably launched and was like, oh no, when I was going up on the elevators.
It really needed a slow down motion for that.
Silly little penguin. Alright, and we got another penguin right here. And there he goes. Now jump off this platform because penguin right here. And there he goes. Penguin right here. Alright, and we got another penguin right here. And there he goes. Now jump off this platform because these platforms will shake whenever explosions go on. Because they are physics-based, just like a lot of...
Well, what engine did they use for this game?
...this game are. You know what else game tried to do a lot of physics-based stuff? It was called Sonic 06.
That game had the Havoc's physics engine.
Only problem was the physics were terrible.
It wasn't exactly like it was given its own sweet time.
I'm sorry, I'm going to compare this game to, you know, 06 a lot.
508, 543.
Because both of them sort of had the same development problem of being rushed in order to meet a deadline.
Yeah.
And somehow, despite this game having so much content cut from it, still pretty good.
I guess it's because how it went a lot better than Sonic the Hedgehog 2006.
But
Otherwise nicknamed Sonic 06, as it's apparently what I hear is its most used nickname. Anyway, oh boy, this is a lengthy one. This is why. 508, 543. 100% true! There's a reason that people hate Sonic 06, or as I'd like to call it, Sonic the Hedgehog Flames of Disaster. Flames of Disaster. If you look at Crash Bandicoot Twinsanity, there was some sort of continuity. Don't pronounce that word really often. And some good running, as well as some well-thought-out humor that made up for some of the glitches and the rushed production, including some bonus material that can be earned by collecting gems. Those gems will unlock a chance to take a look at how Crash Bandicoot Twinsanity came to be, from a cancelled idea on a dark story to weird storyboard drawings made by Keith Webb, with a few of them being a sneak peek of some deleted scenes that will be later sufficed on the internet. The best part is, after you collected every single gem, after you have collected would be better, but grammar police is here. Your completion bonus will be a special short involving Crash and Cortex having therapy. Sonic the Hedgehog Flames of Disaster was the complete opposite. While Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 had Sonic and friends tackle on a serious situation, they are light-headed characters first and dark characters last. Taking the yin out of the yang means making things worse for your product. The real reason that people were upset about Sonic and Elisa's romance was because it was forced and looks completely fake, which would become a major problem for the Twilight Saga. I guess you could say it was forced in a sense because it was all in the span of one game. So yeah. On top of that, while Elise couldn't bear to lose the memory of Sonic because she hesitates to change history, she was captured 3 times in a row in the same game. Princess Peach may have a problem with being forced out of her will to marry Bowser, but there are other instances that she can handle herself from escaping Bowser's marriage-obsessed wrath. For example, the Super Mario Adventures manga and the postcards from Super Mario 3D World. The worst part is, there is no completion bonus for completing Sonic 06. Jared Kiley, the completionist, collected all 180 gold medals and bested all 23 achievements and got nothing in return for his hard work. He was outraged because of all the time wasted. So no LGN defender, it wasn't innocent. Unlike Sonic Boom, Rise of Lyric, it wasn't innocent. Unlike Sonic Boom, Rise of Lyric, it was 100% guilty for making all that time pointless. I guess Sonic Boom, Rise of Lyric at least had some sort of completion bonus, I'm guessing. Who's LJN Defender? Oh well. Yeah, while I'm here, why not? Actually, there are points of the level where Cortex is respawned. The one where the nitros are, however, is right on the path of a nitro crate, so... sorry, I'm just swallowing my saliva. Of a nitro crate, so it isn't really considered a glitch, more of an oversight. The one where the nitros are, however... Actually, there are... Let me read this. More of an oversight, I can see. Oh, Cortex, quit complaining. Hey look, Roxas1359 is doing a live stream of Sonic Adventure again. Look at those textures. Anyway, enough of me rambling on.
What's this?
Here's another reference. Wait, let me see something. Okay then.
The check bounced. Are you sure? Well, the past few years have kind of been slow. Wrath of Cortex didn't do as well as we'd hoped, and... Fish?
Oh, but, sorry. Bam! I have a quick draw there. Oh boy, I can think of 2 words what that expression says. Oh, I'm not saying them. They start with an F and with a Y.
Oh, Cortex is pissed!
2 words that start with F and Y. You get what I mean.
Well, that worked, so let's take Cortex with
Well,
us.
that's one way to deal with your, employees, though not the best way.
And continue on forward, shall we? So, throw them over. And I just love that reference to the fact that Wrath of Cortex didn't sell as well as they had hoped. 'Cause
It was kind of funny when they say that, because wasn't it like a greatest hits with PlayStation 2 and wasn't it like a greatest hits with PlayStation 2, and I think it did rather well on the Xbox, and even on the GameCube it earned, I think, greatest hits or something. I really need to look at the box art. Let me see. North American box art. Where is that? I'll just see another.
Because it is true. The developers for Traveler's Tale had hoped that Wrath of Cortex would have sold better, but...
How many did they sell? How many did they sell? Oh, come on, where's it? Where's the sales? The game qualified for various bestseller ranges, including Platinum range for PlayStation 2, Xbox Classics, and Player's Choice on GameCube. I knew there was something for GameCube. The PlayStation 2 edition sold nearly 2 million copies. It's kind of weird they make Wrath of Cortex didn't do as well as we hoped. I don't know if it's sales-wise. It sounds like it sold fairly well. Somehow. Or, I know this is one source, but... excuse me. I know this is one source, but even still... Platinum range. Okay. Xbox Classics. Yeah, wasn't it I really need to get some box art. But either way, it doesn't sound like it was. Maybe it was critical reception? Was it critical reception? Here is a receive. Huh.
It didn't, and I mean, I still have to give them credit. For Traveler's Tale had hoped that Wrath of Cortex would have sold better, but it didn't. And I mean, I still have to give them credit. It was only developed for a year, but it just didn't add too much. This game? Oh,
wasn't it like 12 months? Or something? Wasn't it like 12 months? Well, there's the 12 months. 12 months and having designed the game ourselves from scratch, yeah.
it added so much more. trying to do is I'm trying to throw Cortex into that life right there because I want it. I want it! Hi, Cortex!
It's rather funny. Maybe it was not as well as they were hoping to do. It doesn't feel like sales because it feels like it's sold fairly well.
Hi, Cortex.
I know it's from a Wikipedia post, but still.
Yes. We're gonna keep trying. Okay, let's
Oh, yeah, let's just keep throwing Dr. Cortex off the cliff. I bet he just loves diving into the cold water. Assuming he's not landing on anything else.
Now, I'm probably putting back in the iceberg lab for this section because I find that ice climb doesn't really fit right here. I want that life!
You could jump up there. Instead of tossing him up there.
Okay,
well, tossing him up there is funnier.
Getting closer. At least I know that. Screw it, we're not going after the life. Save that for later if I need it.
Let's just... That wasn't over the cliff. He went from an upper angle.
Throw over. And... let's have Cortex pull the switch.
Yeah!
The bats. There we go.
How courteous.
Cortex?
How semi-curious? No, courteous.
Okay, I guess I'm killing the bats. There. Thanks, Cortex. Totally helped. Huh, that's odd. There's supposed to be 2 penguins.
Still, I'm thinking about it. I know it's over financial. I get the whole scene with the penguins was over financial matters. But it feels like it... What's the overall selling point of it? I need to see that.
Right here.
Sounds like it sold at least very well on the PlayStation 2 alone. Maybe it's over time. Maybe it was still selling after Crash Twinsanity. Maybe.
Oh well, I'm not gonna complain.
After all, I got Sonic 2006 for the PlayStation. Apparently, years after it was released.
2 less enemies. That's a good thing.
In, I believe, stores.
Also, I love that they brought the cameras back from Crash 1 with, like, a lot more detail than beforehand.
Cameras?
Right? And...
oh, these cameras!
That's a good thing for me. Also, I love that they brought the cameras back from Crash 1 with, like, a lot more detail than beforehand. Right? And... kill them. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna restore the music to right here. So, pretty much just go into the options and go into sound and just raise this back up. There we go. That's a lot better for me. Because, I mean, otherwise I'd be having to edit a lot more from Crash 1 with, like...
Wasn't that the same song from before, or did you just want to start back from the beginning?
To edit a lot more than I really need to. So, for me. Because, I mean, otherwise I'd be having to edit a lot more than I really need to. So, let's that.
Take that.
To edit a lot more than I really need to. So, let's that. Right here. Ah, dang it.
Ow.
Oh well, doesn't really matter. We're close to the end of this place. And we're actually going to be having our first deleted scene soon that I'm going to be inserting. Now, Crash Twinsanity has had a lot of things uncovered by people through the disc. Well, on YouTube, a couple of years ago, a user by the name of Fake Nina, who was one of the developers of the game, began to upload deleted scenes that were not on the disc itself. These ones hold credence because they're actually voiced by people such as Mel Winkler, the voice of Aku Aku, and Lex Lang, who is the voice of Dr. Cortex. So,
Mel Winkler, at least for the moment, for Aku Aku.
That's actually pretty cool, especially for some of the scenes that was the voice of Dr. Cortex. So, that's credence because they're actually voiced...
my bad, sorry.
By people...
sorry, I'm just like, do I need to go to another tab? And, oops, I forget.
Such as Mel Winkler, the voice of Aku Aku, and Lex Lang, who is the voice of Dr. Cortex. So, that's actually pretty cool, especially for some of the scenes that you will end up seeing that really would have shed light to a lot of different things within the game. But unfortunately were cut either due to time constraints or because it was just on the chopping room floor, according to Fake Nina, and they were just developmental ideas at the time, so they didn't have them fully realized. But, I mean, it sheds light to a lot of things, which is always cool. So, let us jump right here. One thing I still hate the most about whenever we have our Cortex and Crash combo, besides the fact that Cortex is doing his little is that my jump is gimped. And I mean, it makes sense to gimp the jumps, because technically Crash is... and Crash... One thing I still hate the most about whenever we have our Cortex and Crash combo, besides the fact that Cortex is doing his little dance...
The little animation where you're supposed to be moving, even though you're not moving, so he's doing the moving animation even though he ain't moving anywhere.
Is that my jump is...
You get what I mean.
Gimped. And I mean, it makes sense.
You get what I mean,
Gimp the jumps, because technically Crash is holding on to Cortex as well, so he has Cortex's weight to deal with. And, I mean, like, it makes
physics-based
sense. I just hate it, because I like...
Well, it's physics-based here, even though apparently it uses some other engine. What physics engine is it using?
But, let's go.
Or is it even a physics-based engine to begin with?
Over this way, and remember how in Totem Hokum we had to skip rocks? Well, I like to call this skipping Cortex.
More like tossing Cortex.
Right, and I'm gonna leave Cortex right there, so then
More like tossing Cortex, and Crash is getting taller! He just looks tall at this shot I just happened to pause it.
Go. Grab our gem. And with that, we are missing one gem, the red gem. Where was the red gem? Where was the red gem? Because I shouldn't have passed it.
Oh boy, you missed it already. You'll figure it out. This is just me doing post-commentary and you don't know it at the moment.
It should have been the last gem for me to...
Unless you're watching, because I send links every time and they are finished uploading.
So I missed one of them. So I'm going to cut until I get to that red gem. It's not inside the caves, I know that for a fact. So I'm cutting real quick. Oh, there it is.
Well, cutting finished.
There it is.
No cutting really, but
okay.
But you get what I mean.
Okay. So I'm going to need to grab Cortex real quick and grab that. I knew I had missed a gem somewhere, but I knew it wasn't inside the cave, because there's only 3 in the caves. Silly me. Alright, so let's wait for this to go all the way around. I don't want to kill myself or anything, because when you end up dying right here, you have to go all the way through all these puzzles again, and that just be long and arduous. Which is why I'm going to be totally going through a good majority of these puzzles again to grab a gem. But I have my priorities. And my priorities happen to be shiny red stones.
Let's hear that again.
I'm going to be totally going through a good majority of these puzzles again to grab a gem. Which is why I'm going to all the way through all these puzzles again, and that just be long and arduous. Which is why I'm going to be totally going through a good majority of these puzzles again to grab a gem. But I have my priorities.
Yeah.
And my priorities happen to be shiny red stones.
Yeah, priorities. Yay!
Right?
Wait.
Huh? But I have my priorities. And my priorities happen to be shiny red stones. They're very shiny. Right? Under. Over.
Unfortunate spot!
Cortex! Cortex, no!
Glitch count. He wasn't just supposed to spawn there. He wasn't supposed to spawn there.
What have we got?
Oh, it wasn't that bad.
He's falling right in there! Oh my god. Oh, my bad!
Whoops! Boy, it must have been really funny.
Alright, let's just throw Cortex down and grab the gem. Cortex will naturally grab the gems for you, so you don't need to worry. Well, I need to worry because I need to position this right so that Cortex doesn't overshoot.
Whee!
There we go! You got the red gem. And if you end up missing scene, you don't need to worry too much because Cortex will actively go and grab the gem for you if he is right in the area of it. But there we go. Now we have all of the...
That's slightly redundant what you said, but you kind of put a little more clarity on it as well. That time at least. So, thank you.
Gems of Ice Climb in a rather hysterical way. I didn't think Cortex would spawn that way.
One moment. Sorry.
My method was working. That's fine, Cortex. You did not need to commit suicide.
You threw him into the pipe almost. He almost fell in there. I don't think he's like, hey, maybe this is a good place to spawn. I'll just stand here angrily at the moment and I wonder how that reacts on the microphone.
Okay, spawn right there. Something's telling me that your spawn point just sort of messed up right there. I mean,
he was doing a dance. You interrupted him.
That's okay, I guess, but don't scare me like that. Don't scare me like that.
This is humor based. Of course, it's supposed to be like.
Yes. Anyway, the deleted scene is going to be added when I have to throw Cortex up there, so no worries. Going.
Okay.
Cortex is getting really antsy. You see that because he just does not want to hold still.
I feel like giggling.
There. You know, part of me would like to think that this would be therapeutic, but it loses its luster after a while, I'm not gonna lie. Right? And?
Therapeutic for who? You or the viewer? Let me rephrase that. For Cortex or the viewer? Probably the viewer. Because I don't know if throwing someone into water is exactly therapeutic, especially in this fashion.
Let's add in this deleted scene that was added onto YouTube by Fake Nina. Thanks again, Fake Nina.
Lousy
Provided by Fake Nina.
stinking bandicoot. Pull the lever, Cortex. Push the button, Cortex. Throw the switch, Cortex. I have a heart condition. Pull the lever, Cortex. Push the button, Cortex. Throw the switch, Cortex. I have a heart condition. Did Frankenstein throw his own switches? Did Jekyll push his own buttons? Oh, I'll do it. Oh, pathetic loser.
Well, sorry, but did they have to work with their arch enemies? Did you point that out? Maybe some did actually, but I don't know too much into that history. I'm not even going to touch it there because I don't know too much.
Pretty hilarious scene, don't you think? And
well, it's a bit of a rant, but it's just yeah, I guess it is kind of hilarious.
One thing that I have to actually give kudos to the developers for is one thing that they actually programmed Cortex to do with his AI. Pretty much.
Kaboom! Kaboom! You spooshed! Hey, that should be an exclamation mark there too. Because, kaboom! You spooshed!
Did I? Pretty much.
Bam!
It's for me to die. No. Cortex will actually, if he's stuck in an area and you throw him in the wrong area, say he gets clipped into the floor or something, he won't actively run forever if there is a switch or a lever nearby that you need to pull. He'll actually stop and then teleport back to you. So the developers programmed a failsafe for that. I like it when
like pinball.
That happens whenever developers program a failsafe for their mechanics. Because nothing is guaranteed 100%. I remember inside my Ratchet & Clank Up Your Arsenal LP, what ended up happening was we ended up seeing that Ratchet fell off the ledge when trying to use the hacker. And I was worried that he was going to be stuck in an infinite loop, but Insomniac ended up
wrong developer
putting in a failsafe for Ratchet to where he'll stop moving after a while and you can regain control. That's something I like. It's something I wish more developers would do. And again, I wish more developers would actually play test their games. but I guess beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah, we can't all get everything we want.
So, let us go here and finish up the last of this level with a boss fight. This is definitely
Sometimes we don't even get what we need, actually.
going to be its own part, hence why I ended up, you know, putting this right here. So,
Eat glass, Cortex! Or ice, actually. It looks like glass for a moment. Eat ice again!
Cortex through. And let us finish this up with a familiar face we saw at the beginning of the game. Well, well. If it isn't Uka Uka.
Whee! Somehow he ended up all the way up there for some reason. I don't know why. And Crash just jumps down there like, oh, okay then.
Free again! Mighty Uka Uka! Who has released me from my icy tomb? My! Can it be? Crash and Cortex? I don't know whether to kiss you or kill you!
I guess no kisses then. Or he's just being funny. Like, pretty much this game is supposed to be funny moments at every turn, no matter how crazy they are. And there will be crazier scenes. That one was just silly. Like, oh, no. Yeah, just being silly.
Clearly he's only making an ice body to kiss us, right? No.
That growl doesn't say so.
No.
Besides, you don't need exactly an ice body to do that.
No, he's not.
Nice music here, though.
So, it's time to fight Uka Uka in his ice body form. What we're gonna have to
This is actually one of my favorite tracks for this game.
do is we're gonna have to throw Cortex at some switches, such as this one right here.
As I've seen in other LPs around.
He activates them for us. And what we do is hit the button and make a nice and toasty Uka Uka do a
Ooh, my butt, my butt!
little dance. It's like a bear in a hot plate. Only, you know, without the bear. Uka Uka do a little dance. It's like a bear in a hot... Make a nice and toasty Uka Uka do a little dance. It's like a bear in a hot plate. Only, you know, without the bear. And the hot plate. Oh, jeez.
Death count 17. Looks like Cortex was iced. I leave. What reference is that? Is that like a drunk reference? I don't even know.
Dang, he hit Cortex, so I ended up dying. I hate that so much, that when Cortex so much gets hit, you end up pretty much...
Well, yeah, but you were gonna get hit too.
losing them for us.
But even though you still had a mask.
Hide with me. Cortex so much gets hit, you end up pretty much losing
Also,
everything. That's something...
you don't lose a life apparently. Back then, I can still see. Still 35.
He has Aku Aku. Or hide with me. They really should have had it that Cortex was tied everything. That's something I really don't like about this game. They really should have had it that Cortex was tied with me when he has Aku Aku. Or possibly Uka Uka.
Like show basically when attached that the Aku Aku mask would work with him as well. Well,
then again, yeah. That would be cool. Well, then again, we'd also have to stop Uka Uka right now from trying...
yeah, you don't get Uka Uka until you beat him. And even then, it's when you play as... you'll know soon.
Trying to kill us.
Hot burns!
Wow, I never knew that they made popping noises like that. But, one more hit, and Uka Uka is down. Whoa! Nice
Moonwalk.
moonwalk, bud.
Hey, I just said that. I haven't even watched this video in a while.
Alright, so let's have Cortex fill up this last
And I do mean a while.
lever, and
Let's beat Uka. It only says Uka at this point.
burn.
Burn, baby, burn. And the body just falls down lifelessly. Well, sorta, it falls down like an action figure toy, actually. It falls down like an action figure of some sort. An action figure doll, whatever, you get what I mean.
I shall return. Ooga,
What's it? Wait a minute.
I shall return. Ooga.
I thought I heard a checkpoint sound effect.
I shall return.
Yes, I did hear a checkpoint sound effect.
Ooga. Wait. An evil greater than evil.
Aku Aku finally gets more, voice time. Seriously, he hasn't spoken since he said, "Hi, I am Aku Aku. I am here to protect you," and all that stuff. He literally hasn't said anything else for quite a while.
Even you. I shall return. Ooga. Wait. I shall return. Ooga. Wait. An evil greater
Cortex is posing.
than even yours threatens to destroy this world. No! That's my
He's still posing, if you can see from the far left of the screen.
Divided, we are but two magical masks.
Just two magical masks.
Join me, and together we shall defeat this evil infestation. I like a challenge. I accept. This should be fun. The Aku Uka brothers together again.
How heartwarming. Which is actually funny because he got burned with heat. You get the idea. It's kind of a heartwarming. It's heartwarming, and it was kind of after he was burned. But I don't think the burn would have made him agree to that. But made him agree to that. I was gonna say, but you get what I mean.
This way.
Alright. So that defeats Uka Uka, and he's decided to join our cause to defeat the evil twins. So, anyway guys, I'm going to end it off right here. This is Renoxus1359. Next time, I'm going to head off to Cortex's Iceberg Lab. I'm going to head off to Cortex359. Next time, I'm going to head off to Cortex's Iceberg Lab. See you guys next time.
Okay, didn't finish the word time exactly. I mean, didn't finish the emphasis on the E, but yeah, next time. Anyway, okay, that's been rather long. Next episode, I'm gonna show you some cover art, for the Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex. Right? Why am I not doing it now? Well, let's just say I like to have them readily available. Let's just say that's my style. I want to have them readily available. Well, that's one thing. I just want to have them readily available, like here's some pictures of what they look like, so to speak. I just wanted to see them readily available. Anyway, you get what I mean. Yeah, you've seen this. I've read all of them. Show more. Why not? Blah 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 blah. Okay, lick. And hopefully my audio sounds better for this episode. And just to be sure, I plug this into the microphone. I plug this for my earbuds, and then I plug this into my Elgato capture card. And that's that. That's at least how I'm doing it. Da, da, da. Okay then. So with that said, I just wanted to put that there just to make extra sure. Anyway, enough with me rambling on. Oh boy, I'm just getting kind of tired at the moment. Actually, at least sitting in this hunched position, at least. So, with that, I'm just hunched over looking at my screen at the moment while on my bed. Anyway, enough of me talking. See you next time. Have fun, be safe, all that good stuff, and have a nice day. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. Boop.